seconds quicker. God
But you
damn.
asking me if I'm ready, and I'm over here like, man, I think I might have to take a shit.
I have to go drop the kids off at the pool.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take like an hour break because I gotta
Take a
scroll through
swim.
TikTok a few times and then
Dude, that's like one of my worst habits. I'm not gonna lie. I literally, since I told you, like, I was thinking of getting a truck, like, every time I go sit on the toilet, I'm just scrolling through Facebook Marketplace, like, just checking off trucks that I like, potential ones I might go buy.
I've been doing that with Capital One, like the auto navigator.
Hmm.
Like just to see, I'm like, okay, if I put down this much money, can I afford this vehicle? If I can't, okay. And then just keep looking and looking. I do Facebook Marketplace, but sometimes like they get me with what they put like what is it? Like a 2015 Chevy Silverado for like 2 grand, and then you click on it,
It's
it's like
enganche.
it's a down payment.
Ven, Super Autos Plus.
Yeah. Si
2000 de
hablamos
enganche.
español. Si
No
hablamos
pagueche.
español. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Se vende
Bad credit,
hoy.
good credit. We still take you. And I'm
We
like,
finance
Jesus.
in house.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I clicked on a couple where they got me like that because I'm not looking to buy a new truck. Like, I'm looking to buy a classic truck, like
Yeah.
a little project, something to keep me busy because really getting bored with my stay at home job. Like, I love my job. It's fun. It pays bills, make decent money. But like, I'm a mechanic at heart. I need some shit to tinker with. So I've been looking for trucks. I've been looking for old Fords, and I found like 10 of them where I'm like, not running. I can get that bitch running, no problem.
No, that's why I was messing with the four wheelers. I still have to take one apart, but dude, between the freeze and then all this rain, I don't want to be out there right now.
Bro, it's getting so bad. So my AC stopped working in my apartment, right? I called maintenance, and they said they fixed it. Fucking broke the next day. So I went down there. I started taking shit apart. I found the problem, and then I called maintenance. I was like, I'm not gonna fix it. I'll let them fix it, but I at least know what the problem is. They came. They told me, oh, we fixed it, this and that. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, did you check this? Did you check that? Did you check the contacts on the compressor? They're all fucking corroded. And they're like, no. I was like, then you didn't fix it. Go check that shit. I was about to tell them, if you want, just give me some tools. I'll get it done.
Go to the front lobby and be like, yo, I'm going to charge y'all for doing this.
Right? I'm like, here's my bill.
Yeah, take this off my rent. Thank you.
I'm gonna fix it right.
Be like, are y'all hiring?
Right? I
Part
need a
time? I
part time
work.
on the weekends.
Yeah, I work on the weekends.
Yeah, I'm thinking about telling them I'll work weekends and nights.
I have my own
Emergency.
tools. Don't worry about it.
I got a whole toolbox. But yeah, man, dude, it's getting rough. It's getting rough not being able to tinker with shit. But I found some badass trucks, and I was telling Nolly, I was like, the problem is I don't have a truck in the trailer right now, so I need to buy a truck first. Then I was like, what if I buy a flatbed truck with a trailer, and then fix that bitch up, get it running, and then I just start making a business of going to pick up fucking busted out trucks and fixing them.
Yeah, that's kind of where my head's been going too, man. I was like, man,
Dude, I swear, if I had a little bit more money, a little bit more time, that's all I'd be doing right now.
all I need right now is technically I could just buy the trailer, but knowing that some of these vehicles, depending on what it is, it's kind of a little heavy. So I'm
Hmm.
like, man, I kind of want to buy a diesel.
Dude, so so my dream truck has always been like between a late 80s, early 90s Ford F-250 diesel. And I had one that I was working on, but I ended up selling it. To get money for the wedding and stuff. And I deeply regret it. That was my baby. I was so excited to get it running. I was building it from the ground up. So like now I've been obsessed with finding another one. And like I don't care if the body's beat up. I'll learn how to do body work. That's not a problem. As long as I got a truck with the engine and a decent transmission, I'll get that bitch running. So I was telling Nadia, I was like, I found this tow truck on Marketplace. They want 5 grand for it. It says it's not running. I talked to the guy and he's like, oh yeah, like it was running and then it started misfiring and then it overheated once and we just never used it. I was like, okay, I know exactly what's wrong with it. So I told Nali, I was like, can we fork over like 6 grand? I'll go buy the truck, put new head gaskets on it, get that bitch running, start towing cars with the classic truck.
Mm-mm-mm.
That'd be dope, dude.
Mm-mm.
You know, now that I'm older and I think about it more, I was like, damn. Instead of buying like stupid shit and doing drugs when
Yeah,
I should have just bought myself a tow truck. If I would have bought myself a tow truck, I would have bought so many cars. My parents' house would have looked like a used car lot right now. I had so many cars there, just fucking tinkering with them,
Yeah,
selling them.
that's kind of what I've been thinking here lately as I'm looking at my debt now that I'm like managing it a lot better now and I'm
Hmm.
actually like paying certain shit off. And if I use a card, I pay it right back when I get paid and then I pay
Yeah.
extra on my other cards. And I'm sitting here like, dude, if I wasn't stupid just like a few years ago,
Hmm.
I would be debt free right now. I could have sat there and actually like bought a diesel,
Hmm.
bought the truck that I wanted. It doesn't even have to be brand new. Fixed
Yeah.
it up, made it look the way I want it. And I'm just like, dude, because I'm constantly in between like the cat eye Chevys,
Huh.
but the Duramax
Hmm.
dualies. Because
Yeah.
I followed a dude on Instagram that had a red one, and the way he had it set up, I was like, dude, I want to do that. That looks clean.
Yeah.
And then I've also been between like a 2014 to like 2016 Ford
Hmm.
F-350 dually.
Ooh, nice.
Uh, I've been
Those
I've
are
been looking at
nice.
those too, and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
dude. And I found one for 30 grand. For 30 grand, I found one with like 157,000 miles, and I was like, dude, if I didn't have this debt, I could buy that truck
Dude,
right now.
that's the same thing I've been thinking. And then, like, so here's the thing: like, I, I'm gonna have the money to be able to buy the truck I want, but I gotta be an adult. I'm so close to being debt free that I was just like, I was thinking to I literally sat myself aside today on one of my breaks, and I looked in the mirror and I was like, we need to have a fucking talk. I was like, I know tax season's coming around. I know I'm getting a nice bonus from work. I was like, instead of buying a truck, I just need to pay my debts, finally be debt free again, and then just rack up my paper. Rack up a couple grand, go buy me the tow truck. Actually, I saw a cab over. You know what cab overs are, right?
Mm-hmm.
I saw one today, dude. It was so fucking perfect. The body was perfect. It had an injector problems. And I was like, dude, if I can just get my hands on that bad boy.
Does it look like that one classic body shop on 36? You know which one I'm talking about? The one that has like all the classic cars. It's right next to ALC.
This truck was located in
No, but I'm saying like the cab over because it's a cab over and then it's like semi
flatbed.
flatbed and it's
Yeah,
always
yeah,
sitting in
yeah,
the front. It looks like that one.
yeah.
Yeah, my
Dude,
boss bought one.
I want one so there's. I've always been into old trucks, right? Like I love
Mm-hmm.
my old muscle cars, love my old tuners, but I've always liked like those weird trucks. Like I've always wanted a Duke and a half, a Deuce and a half,
Those are
which is
those are
a
badass.
yeah. I've always wanted a cab over. Then I've always wanted a Ford F-100 and a Ford F-250. So I was literally and a Ford Falcon, which I found one too. I
Yeah,
can,
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
dude. Ford Falcons are such like they are one of the most sexiest cars I've ever seen. It looks kind of like the classic '70s Chevy, not Chevy, Corvette. But no, okay, no. That's a bad example. You know how the old T-Birds look, the Thunderbirds,
Mm,
kind of round, nice like flat lines all the way across.
I'm trying to think. Are you talking about like the newer ones, the ones where they almost look like a Crown Victoria, or are you
Those
talking
are
about the
ugly.
older ones?
The older ones.
Man, it's been a while since I've seen an older one. Like what year model?
Hold on. I'm gonna try to pull up a picture right now. What did I tell you the car I was looking at was Falcon, right?
Yeah.
Bro, these cars are fucking dope, and I've always wanted to get one in all white, and I think I found it.
Telling you, dude, man. I've also been sitting here like thinking about that kind of stuff. Like,
Mm-hmm.
dude, like if I had permission from
Dude,
a wife's grandma. Oh yeah.
such a sexy car, dude.
Yeah.
If I found one, dude, and it's a hardtop. It's not a convertible. And I was like, dude, if I had the money, I'd fix it up and just
Would
have it
you
as a show car.
would you do like the taller wings on it?
No, dude, this car is it's too nice to have the super tall wings. So I found one of those that I really liked, and then this is great. Yeah, the old Thunderbirds, dude. I found an old Ford Thunderbird that I really liked. Was it a Ford Thunderbird? Yeah, one like this. But I found an all white one, hardtop as well. And I was looking at it and I was like, man, tell me this car's not. It says classy as fuck everywhere.
Dude, that was on a movie, and I can't remember the name of the movie.
Yeah, so I've been looking at a lot of cars, dude. I've been obsessed. Like literally, instead of scrolling through Instagram and TikTok and shit when I take a shit, I'm looking at classic cars. I'm like,
Yeah,
what
like
can I build? Like, what can I buy, build, and then rent it out as a show car? Because so I met, I briefly met a guy at the Mood Room a couple weeks ago. He was there with them Dan Mexicans. When they were interviewing Carlos, they also interviewed this guy, also named David, who owns HTX Garage. And the dude literally builds cars, builds show cars, and then he just rents them out for music videos, for like events and stuff like that. And I was telling Nadia, I was like, if I get a Thunderbird, I can rent that bitch out for weddings. That's a player ass car to drive away.
you're
Tell me it's not.
gonna have that enclosed trailer to haul it into, and be like, "Oh,
Oh yeah.
it's spick and span."
Oh yeah. Dude,
Yeah,
I don't know. I want to get in the business of cars again, and I'm trying to find my wiggle room to get in there.
yeah. I was kind of thinking about that too. It's like, man, I need to find like some little extra cash, and I was like, if I had the money, I could buy a car, fix it
Hmm.
up, and then resell it.
Yeah, literally the conversation I had today.
Yeah,
I was like, I can. The other thing I was thinking is go buy a couple Hondas, fix them up, and then sell them. Put them on Facebook Marketplace. $1,000, enganche,
yeah.
credit checks.
Just say $500 and be like, this as a down payment. Hablamos español. Bad credit, good credit. We'll still
ID,
take you.
no ID, no social. I got you.
God. Oh, dude, speaking of social, so somebody I went to school with posted on Facebook that she got pulled over by a cop and they asked for her social security number.
Shit.
Yeah. Trying to verify that she has papers. And she
Damn.
doesn't even look that Hispanic. She's like white complected like me.
Damn. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that is crazy.
I wonder if
Now,
license plate pull up. They pulled her
I don't
over.
know. I was like, dude. Of course, I don't know why she got pulled over, but I just found that kind of
See,
crazy.
that's my thing right now, right? Especially because all this Trump stuff's going on. We're in the MAGA era, and obviously we all knew he was going to start deportations. Like
Hmm.
it was a given. The way the previous president handled immigration was just terrible. I mean, who would have thought letting in thousands and millions of people and giving them welfare and all these other things would be a good idea, especially when the American people didn't want it. And it fucking sucks, right? Because our people are being affected by this, but then you also have the people that got here, mooched off the government, committed crimes. And yeah, unfortunately, a lot of the people that came through during the last 4 years weren't the best people.
Yeah.
The loudest people were the people committing crimes, and unfortunately, it's a terrible situation because it is affecting our people. I have a lot of family that still to this day don't got papers, and now they're like, "Fuck! Like, what are we gonna
Yeah.
do?
Like
Do we go
I have a
outside?
few up in Dallas.
Yeah, do we continue working? Like, what's going on?" And it sucks, right? It really does suck because some of my family members have been here longer than they ever lived in Mexico.
Hmm.
And like they know English better than Spanish at this point. And it does fucking suck because it puts them in a really bad spot. But unfortunately, like I talked to one of my uncles, right? Me and him were pretty close when I lived in California, and he's like, "Well, what can we expect?" He's like, they let all these people in, and instead of being loud about it and complaining about all the people that were coming in, everyone stayed quiet and was like, "Oh yeah, keep bringing immigrants in, bring them in." And unfortunately, now there's an overcorrection to it, which
Yeah.
sucks. I mean, it has to happen, but it does suck.
Yeah. Yeah, because like
I feel for them.
even my dad was, you know, I found out about that looking up your social security number, and like right now my tia, his sister,
Hmm.
she's not driving because her car's fucked up, but I said like once you get that thing running, you got to tell her to be careful because they pull her
Yeah.
over and they ask her for a social security number and she don't got one, they'll arrest
Sorry.
her and deport her.
Yep.
I was like, she's like 72, still working. Yeah, and before she had money, before everything kind of went up, she had money to send back and everything, and now she's just working just to pay for her living.
Yeah.
And we've been kind of telling her, like, I think it's time for you to go back home. Like,
Yeah.
it sucks. We don't want you to leave, but the way things
Yeah.
are and the
I
way
mean,
things are
it's just
going, it's kind of like, yeah.
it's like it really does suck because, like I said, like you're on. There's people that have been here for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and unfortunately, and here's the other thing. Like I was talking to my uncle, right, and he was pissed off because he was like, they brought in all these people. They gave them citizenships and work visas and this and that. They gave them money. They housed them. They did all this stuff that they've never done for any of us.
Yeah, the ones that have already been here for 20 years, and some of them
Yeah,
are even paying taxes under like someone else's social
under fake
security
social
number.
securities. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, which sucks. I mean, they're doing everything they can, but unfortunately, it's the truth of being here legally. It really does suck because anyone that's been here illegally, even if they've made their whole life here, like they knew there was always that risk, you know, and it fucking sucks that it's affecting them the way it is. Like, because I mean, like I said, we knew they were gonna. I mean, Trump was very clear. He's like, we're gonna go after all the criminals. We're gonna
mm-hmm.
take them all out. And they've done it. And I mean, to an extent, they've done a lot of good through it too. Like on the flip side, they've got a lot of these gang members. They've got a lot of these rapists. They found like 80,000 of the kids of the 300,000 kids that went missing.
Oh, damn,
You
I
know,
didn't see that.
well, yeah, because I mean they were shipping people in. I don't know. Like I paid a lot of attention to the border thing while Biden was in office because they were literally sending kids to the border with nothing except like a tag on their pants that said where they were going. Like so, a lot of these kids and a lot of these people were sex trafficked. Like it's a fact. It's a
Damn.
fact that they were trafficked. So I mean, it's a terrible situation, but yeah, we need to find these people. Like, we need to figure this out, and it really sucks for our community, for the raza, for the Chicanos, and unfortunately, I have a feeling some of us are gonna get racially profiled. All I'm saying is,
Yeah, that's
immigration gets my ass. I'm like, no hablo inglés.
you're just gonna waste their time just to
I'm gonna
waste
waste
their
their
time.
time, let them deport my ass, and then I'm gonna fucking drop the fattest lawsuit I can on
Wait,
them.
but can they really try and deport you though, even though you're a U.S. citizen?
No, so what they do is they pick you up and take you to a detention center. They run your shit. If they can verify where you're from, they send you back. But if they catch that you're a citizen, I mean, they can't do shit.
But you can sue them for racially profiling.
Of course. Of course. Lock
Come
me
get
up.
my ass. I might look gringo, but I ain't gringo.
I'm
Come
like, I
on,
need a vacation.
I need a big paycheck. Come on.
A vacation and a paycheck, bro. Like I said, no hablo inglés. I'm like, USA.
You get caught up in Texas. Go Texans. Go Astros. Dude, I was making Nicole. I was bugging Nicole the other day. I think it was like 2 days ago, because I was like, we were talking about this, and we were like, this is
No.
kind of crazy, you know. Because even my dad was saying that on 36, there's a taqueria. I don't know which one, but he said that he heard that Border Patrol is
Mm-hmm.
posted up,
Mm-hmm.
and then he said, like, you know
Well,
how
was it true, though? Because, look, here's the other thing.
I know State Sancho has a Border Patrol vehicle.
Yeah. No, but the other thing is, like, there's so much fucking fake and biased news going around. Like again, I'm following this shit like all day. I'm on X, in between breaks and between stuff that I'm doing at work, and I'm just like cycling through it, and you find so much bullshit in it
Hmm.
compared to what's actually happening.
Hmm.
I mean, I hate to say this, like I like to follow both Democratic and Republican people and Libertarian people. I follow certain Congress people, certain senators, and I'm not gonna lie, like the Democrats, like AOC, one of the most popular Democrats, like she's been spreading nothing but fake news the whole time. She's been putting nothing but lies on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok. And the problem is people trust these people and they believe them.
Yeah,
But it's like, is it actually true?
yeah.
Right?
Well, that he just heard it, right? But then
Yeah.
but even just hearing it, I know it's taking
I mean,
effect
this
because
strikes fear into people.
yeah,
Yeah.
because he said he went to the Ideal Bakery on 36. He says at
Hmm.
lunchtime they're usually busy. He went in there to go eat lunch,
Nobody.
not nobody.
Yeah.
Not a single person.
That's sad too, because that place is delicious.
Yeah. And I'm like, that's crazy. And then I kind of saw it today too, because I was running around for work. And
Hmm.
one of the work trucks that we have is a police interceptor. Right? It's
Hmm.
got the titty and everything on it.
Yeah.
Well, I went to O'Reilly's and there was a Hispanic man in like an old 4-door 50.
Mm.
And I parked next to him, but then like I decided to reverse back into a spot. And
Hmm.
he was staring out of his driver window, staring at me. I
Shitty
guess
bricks.
I guess thinking that I was gonna try and pull him over and or
Hmm.
something, dude. He kept looking at me, and I got out, and I was just like, but you can tell that even the fake news is getting around, and it's affecting.
That's the problem. It's fear mongering, dude. That's all
Yeah,
they're doing. It's pissing me off, but it just it's like Hispanic people, especially older Hispanics, they still watch the news. They trust Univision, TV Azteca, Televisa, and they don't really take their time to like research it. They just trust the news because that's what they grew up with. And
yeah,
unfortunately, the news is also fucking spreading a lot of false narratives, which sucks. It just sucks, and I do feel bad for everybody. I feel bad for all the raza, all the Hispanic community, everyone that's in fear right now. It really does suck. It sucks, and I hope there's something
and
that can change. Honestly, I have the hopes. I honestly have the hopes that Trump is like after this first year, he's going to stop being so aggressive on immigration. And I have a lot of high hopes that all the DACA recipients, he's going to go through with what he said before he got nominated, which was he wanted to see them get papers if they had a college degree.
mm-hmm.
Like, I really hope he does that. I really hope he gives the people that have been here for years and years that haven't been deported to get a chance to amnesty. I do have high hopes on that
Yeah, because the
because
last time they did that was in '87, right?
Ronald Reagan, Republican president,
That's how my dad got his papers.
he did the same thing. He deported a shitload of people, and then at the end of it, he's like, "All right, we're going to amnesty everyone that's still left." That can prove they've been here since I think they had to be here at least 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I have high hopes that Trump's on the same train. And it makes sense, right? He's so aggressive on immigration, so he gets the kudos from all his Republican people that voted for him to do this. And then he won some more people by amnestying, the people that are left. And I really hope he does that. I mean, one really quick way to turn a immigrant Democrat into a Republican is giving them a U.S. citizenship. You'll never meet someone that's been a naturalized U.S. citizen that's still Democratic. I can almost guarantee that.
But also the other thing, because I was talking to Nicole about this, I said if we take away like the names of everything and we look into history, okay,
Mhm.
um, there's an eerie parallel with what happened in World War II. How like certain people were to blame for the issues of the country. You know what I mean? Like I understand that like there's events that were different,
Yeah,
but there's like kind of like a eerie parallel almost to it.
sort of, kind of, but not really. And
Not
I'll tell you
really. It's
why.
it's not getting to the extreme of like what it was, but what I was saying was like it's just kind of crazy that he becomes president, and it's the main focus is immigration, and then
But
we're seeing a lot of like the racial profiling.
it's very different in a lot of aspects. Simply because when Hitler went into becoming president of Germany, Germany was at a deficit, and they were in a huge amount of debt with the world. Like a huge, huge amount of debt. All his people were impoverished. The only people that were thriving were the people that were running the banks, the people that weren't giving loans to the Germans. And all those people, I mean, history has shown us the Jewish people are the best bankers in the world.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm just saying like not to like the very down specifics, but it's just the way I looked at it. I was like, it's kind of like we know the way it's going. We know how we're hoping that it goes right, and we're looking at the good side. But it's kind of like, can you imagine if it would be like a repeat of history almost? If it went into like the darker side of everything. You know what I
I
mean?
mean,
It's like on that line where it can easily
yeah,
go one way or it can go the other.
but I mean, yes and no. I mean, obviously anyone can fucking flip the switch and just fucking go crazy and
Yeah.
do what he did, right?
Yeah.
But if you look at the rest of the world, most countries have been deporting people in the masses. Most countries, because like especially in Europe they have a huge immigration crisis where they're getting people like from Hamas or people from Gaza, people from Syria, all these people, Nigerians, Haitians, everyone's like flooding these European countries that did the same thing. They opened their borders, and now they have a huge crisis on their hands because they have all these mixed cultures that don't get along. There's crime rates that rise, sex trafficking rises instantly. Like there's so many factors to it that other countries are having the same issues. The only thing is America's like the spotlight of democracy, and that's why we get we get shown to the world more, and we have more naysayers and stuff like that because we're supposed to be the what holds the faith in democracy, But I don't know. I don't think it'll get to that point.
I don't think so either. I was just saying like it's kind of like an eerie kind of feeling. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
When you look
Have
at
you
it.
have you ever heard Hitler's speech? They used AI
Uh,
to translate it to English.
no, I haven't.
Dude, it's wild. When you hear it, if you hear it, you actually think about the shit he's saying. You're like, he might have had a point.
Yeah.
He might have had some things right. I wouldn't say he had everything right, but
But it also is kind of like how some people say like you can have good intentions, but the way you execute them is what justifies whether you're correct or you're wrong.
I mean that's 100% true. And to be honest, like Trump and his administration may believe this is the best way to handle the country. We won't know until a couple years later down the road.
Yeah. I mean,
You
the way
know,
I'm kind of looking at it right now is that he's being a little extreme. He's doing a lot of things. I think he's just trying to correct the system. He's trying to do something different,
see that's the way I
break the
see it. I,
cycle.
I see the Democrats they overcorrected on one side, and now we're having another overcorrection to try to balance it out.
Hmm.
Because there were some things that were a little crazy, like allowing not parents but schools to tell their parents' kids that they're transgender and it's okay. And they try to push for like transgender surgeries and hormone therapy like that. That's wild.
Yeah, that is
I don't
wild.
care who you tell. I want to believe like 80% of America is like pause. Like that's a little wild.
Yeah, yeah. But that's also the
Don't fuck with the kids. Leave the kids alone.
but that's also like the bad part about being like in that group, like categorizing yourself. Like let's say like someone says like, "Oh, I'm transgender and I support this group," right? Now you have basically the top person in that one group speaking for you, and what you have in your life
Hmm.
isn't what, you know?
Well, that's the problem, right? It's always the loudest people that are heard, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like if you look back at like interviews they've done with like big gay people, with bisexuals, with trans, like they all have different stories, they all have different views on the same topic, but the only people we hear are the loudest people, which is unfortunately never the majority. It's always the minority that's the loudest. But I mean, other countries in the world treat transgenderism as a mental health issue, right? And I'm not saying being transgender is wrong, but I I don't think you should allow a kid to do the shit that they're allowing kids to do, or allow parents to be like, "Oh no, my kid's transgender," then do
Yeah,
all this hormone therapy, and then they can not reverse it. Like
yeah,
even though they try to reverse it, it doesn't work. And there's people that die from these surgeries because they get crazy infections.
yeah.
It's just I don't think you should be able to fuck with the kids like that. Like let a kid be a kid. Be like, okay, you want to be a girl, dress like a girl, be a
Yeah,
girl.
let them decide at the age of 18 what they want to be.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be 21 and drink. Why
Yeah.
not make it 21?
Yeah, make it 21, make it 18. I say 18 because 18 is like
The smoking age.
when you can basically you're allowed to do certain things right on your own. Like
You're
all your
allowed to
medical
join the
records,
military.
yeah,
Yeah,
all your medical records are under you and you have to like give people permission for your medical records. You have complete control over what you want
yeah,
done and what you want to get done.
yeah,
Not
yeah,
someone else deciding it for you and you sitting there but like, well, they're my mom, they're my dad. They know what's best for me and go along with it. You know what I mean? Like not even question
yeah.
it. And then they realize after they turn 18,
This is
Actually,
a
this is
mistake.
this isn't what I wanted. Like I've actually discovered myself now. This is not
Yeah,
what I wanted.
exactly. I mean, every kid has a moment in their life where they're just confused. It
Yeah.
happens. Like, well, why not let them go through the confusion? Let them live that out. I mean, it builds character. Struggle
Let
builds
them
character.
experience. Let them try
Yeah,
out dudes. Let them try out
yeah. Let
girls.
them suck a dick behind a dumpster, and
I
then they'll
mean,
figure out they
that's.
either love it or they don't.
I mean, I'm not saying that I did that, but
How's your surgery going, by the way?
goddamn, I'm transitioning back. Okay, transitioning into the married life. Okay, all right. That was my whole phase. Oh goddamn! She still questions it to this day. She still questions. We'd probably sit here and have like 3 or 4 kids, and she'll still question whether or not I'm
Right.
straight.
She's like, you still good?
I think you're still
You
on the
still play?
little bit on the left side, and I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, be careful, man. She's gonna sneak one in your butt. Figure it out.
Nah, dude. She tried that one time. I said, "Fuck you, get the fuck off me."
Gotta be careful with them.
Yeah, damn.
God damn, man.
But
Nah,
but it is crazy though because like they're pushing all that stuff into the schools, but yet you can't preach the Bible in school.
yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. It's just there's no balance. We need balance. So
You
there's
can't.
overcorrection on the left. Now we're gonna overcorrect on the right. Then hopefully, by the time Trump is done, we're kind of in the middle.
Yeah,
We can all
hopefully.
be friends again.
Yeah,
That's what I'm hoping for. Like honestly, when the elections were going on, I was like, I hope Trump wins because like I don't agree with everything that's on the left, right? But before Trump, I was like, I'm all for RFK. Like, I wanted to break the stigma of Republicans and Democrats. RFK was a Democrat and turned liberal. So that was my guy,
yeah,
right? And then Trump won. And I was like, okay. I was like, now let's just hope for the best. Like, even if you don't agree with him, let's just hope what he does works out in our favor. That way we can all be friends again. We can
yeah,
thrive. You
yeah.
know,
Because I have a Thea on Facebook, and she like reshares everything that has to do with Trump, and she is cussing up a storm, saying, "You guys are the ones that voted for this, dude." Like,
yeah,
and she's like, "I hope you're not. I hope you're crying now." And I'm just like, just chill, like,
right?
calm down. Like, it doesn't have to be that extreme. It's not that deep.
Exactly. Like I'm not gonna hide it. I voted for Trump. I was like Team MAGA all the way. When RFK endorsed him, I was like, I'm in. He had the fucking Avengers of Republicans. He had Vivek, fucking RFK, Tulsi Gabbard. Which, by the way, Elon Musk. Those are 3 Democrats that flipped to the Republican team to work with Trump. So that tells you something, right? And I was like, you know what? Like, I see the Avengers forming. They beat Thanos.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, when you vote, you vote and hope for the best.
I
You
mean,
vote for the person you think is going to do the best job. And unfortunately, like we knew some of this shit was going to happen. Like I'm sure when you voted, you're like, oh no, Trump's never going to deport nobody. Like we knew it was going to happen, but it's also something that needed to happen. Like unfortunately, it needs to happen.
yeah,
We need to correct the shit that they did wrong, and then take the shit they did right and go with it or improve it or make it better. Right?
yeah,
I mean, it is what it is. Like, I'll tell you really simple. The reason I voted MAGA all the way was because they convinced me that they care about the American people. They convinced me that what they were going to do was going to be in the best interest of Americans, American citizens. Like, that's the way I took it. I was like, you know, I mean, I know you don't follow the news and stuff as often, and I'm retarded. I hyper obsess over shit. And like that was one of the things I was hyper obsessed about was like what was going on in the world. And so like I watched and watched and watched and I was like, no, like I don't agree with any of the shit that they're doing on this side. I'm gonna vote for this side. And even now, like you're seeing it. Well, so RFK, he's trying to be the health administration person, like the main guy about health and stuff like that in the government. And Trump chose him, and now he has to get vetted by Congress and whatnot. And you hear the way Congress is so combative with him, and you hear like what he's trying to do for the U.S. And you're like, how can you be against him? He wants to make America healthy again. He wants to instill fitness programs. He wants to ban all these foods that are bad for us that have they've been feeding to us that are killing us, literally causing cancers and ADHD and all these other things. He doesn't want to ban vaccines. He wants to make vaccine companies accountable for when a kid gets autism or a kid has adverse effects. Like any other drug, any other pharmaceutical, like there are side effects, and they need to be held accountable for the side effects if something happens,
And
right?
then do a recall on the medication and fix it.
Exactly. And that's what he wants to do. He wants to fight Big Pharma, which, I mean, Big Pharma funds a bunch of these senators and Congress people. I mean, so he's not there to bullshit. He's just there to make America healthy again. He wants to make us strong physically like we once were back in the 70s and the 80s. Like it is what it is. It doesn't make sense to me to not want that. Like me being overweight, I want to get in shape. I want to be healthy. I want to live a long life. I want to have kids. I want to be around for when I have kids. It makes sense, you know. So like I know I still get shit from people all the time because I don't hide it, right? Like my brother's girlfriend blocked me on everything. She's like, you supported MAGA. I can't hang out with you. But on the holidays, she still pulls up to get eat my pozole. So who's winning there? But yeah, I mean, it just it's crazy.
Yeah, like a lot of people were even freaking out, like with the false information, saying that all like federal programs
Which wasn't true.
were frozen, and it wasn't true. Everybody was freaking out that
Do you
their
know
food
why he did
stamps and
that?
stuff.
Do you know why he did the freeze?
Mm-mm. Isn't it
Okay,
to look for corruption?
no. So they did a freeze on government spending, which didn't include Medicaid, didn't include SNAP, didn't include Section 8. It didn't include anything that affects the citizens. What it included was the fact that they were trying to send more money to Ukraine. They were trying to send
Jesus,
more money to Hamas in Gaza. Apparently, there's like a $50 million bill for condoms that they're trying to send to Gaza. That's what I said, right? So I looked into it. Apparently, they're making bombs with the condoms. They're filling them up with like different gases and stuff and throwing them.
bruh, can you imagine? Can you
They took
imagine?
latex. No, no, no. They took latex, our movie, to a whole new extreme.
Dude, can you imagine? You're sitting there in the dirt, undercover from coming fire, and all of a sudden, boom, right there in your face, and it says Trojan. Boom! That's the last thing you see.
Bro, worst thing is they put a little bit of nut in there and somebody you while,
God
while you're
damn.
blowing up. Like kaboom. But I mean, I'm just saying that we were thinking about latex inside the box. These motherfuckers are outside the box with that one. The
Jesus
condom killer.
Christ. That's crazy.
I
I
need to
didn't
read
even
my
know.
latex part two. But yeah, so money was going to go to
Going
Ukraine.
global.
Money was going to Gaza for condoms, which is hilarious. They actually, the White House had to put a presser out, stating what money was going to justify why they put the freeze. Um, money was going to LGBT trans community programs. So like these were all programs that just don't align with what they're trying to do. Also, like why are we still giving money to Ukraine?
Mm-hmm.
We have a fucking egg shortage. We have all sorts of issues going on right now. So that's why he put the 90-day freeze on this. It wasn't to affect citizens. It was just to stop them from being able to send all this money because at the end of the month they send the money. But fake news.
Yeah.
Trump coined the best phrase ever by saying fake news. Like that is literally one of the best phrases of all these elections.
But you also know that it's fake information when he has to sit there and hold a press conference to say, I didn't freeze everything.
So, this is a really cool page on X now. It's called Rapid Response 47. It's a White House page that responds to any fake news on X. It is
Damn.
fucking badass. They're constantly like fact checking everybody. It's fucking hilarious, dude. I'm trying to get a job with them.
So, did you hear that he's trying to end income tax?
Yeah, and how is he gonna do it with his tariffs? Everyone said he was crazy for tariffs, but apparently, what was it? 137 years ago, we didn't have income tax.
Yeah.
That was
It
something
was
that
it
brought
was
was
it was something that was temporary to help us recover the economy or whatever.
the war, and it was illegally brought upon us. There was no vote on it. So that's pretty dope, dude. If you can pull
Yeah.
off these tariffs
So
and get us no income tax, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, he won in my book.
yeah,
I'm sorry for the casualties,
and
but
I mean, there's a lot of people that are also saying like, how are you gonna do that? If you do that, then that means taxes on what you buy is gonna go up,
not true.
right? They're saying on the state tax, and I'm like,
Not true.
well, I'm glad I live in Texas. There's no state tax
I mean, we do have a state tax on purchases. We
on
don't have a
purchasing.
state property tax.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Or
looking
state
at
we
it,
don't have a state income tax.
but I'm also state income tax. That's what I meant. But when you look at it though, I'm sitting here like, look, he's trying to give y'all money back.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not realize that by you having more money, that means that you go out and you buy more stuff? And if there's more American in house things made and you buy those, you're fueling the economy to get better.
We know what that causes, right?
A
So
boom.
just definitely a boom. But the reason his whole tariffs against China and shit are fucking genius. The reason China beats us and sells every year is because they make products so cheap because they use cheap labor.
Mm-hmm.
So with him, putting a 20% tariff on all their products, sure, we're gonna have to pay a little bit more on these cheap ass products that they produce. But like you said, you start buying American, which is better built, better quality, and it boosts our economy and then forces China to raise their prices to combat and kind of compete with the U.S. products. So he's trying to regulate the trade system and the economy and the whole world by forcing these people to pay more and to bring their shit in, and we just get our shit at a balanced, at an equal playing field.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. I mean, Timu's gonna go out of business, but
Dude, I haven't ordered anything off of Temu. My sister-in-law has, and
yeah,
half the shit I'm just like, how much
it's
did you pay
Chinese
for
shit.
that? And she's like,
Yeah,
well, I bought it for like $2. I was like, that's cheap ass shit. Like,
it's Chinese cheap shit, and that's how they beat us in sales. Is they can sell us cheap ass shit that
yeah. And
breaks.
sometimes you buy like a outfit or whatever, and you get your size, and it's not even your size.
Yeah, because it's built for Asian person.
Like, like
You gotta understand, American sizes are completely different to
I
the
hate
rest.
Temu. I feel like Temu is just like a big old scam.
Timu, Sheen. Sheen's
A
another one
TikTok
that sells this
shop. I
Chinese
don't
shit.
trust the TikTok shop.
TikTok shop is Timu.
I
It's
didn't
all
know that.
Timu products.
I didn't know that.
People literally buy shit on Timu and Alibaba for cents on the dollar, and then resell it for like $20 on
So I
TikTok
guess the
shop.
tariffs are gonna affect people's drop shipping companies.
Yeah, it's gonna affect a lot of drop shippers. But again, it's gonna balance the playing field out, with the U.S. product versus a Chinese product.
And a
Because
lot
I
of
mean, if you have to pay almost the same price or a couple dollars more for an American product that's built better compared to a Chinese one, I mean, you're gonna go for the better product for the
but you
most
also got to look at it too as a like automotive aspect, right?
part.
Now things are going to be sourced here in America. Now it's going to be readily available. Now you don't have to sit there and say, "Oh, this part is on national back order because it's coming from China and we got to wait for it to be made in China for it to be shipped over here."
All I know is Kubota gonna take a hit, bro.
Mm?
John Deere is about to be the greatest in America again.
Well, I thought John Deere was the greatest in America.
No, actually, Kubota's beat John Deere out in sales the past couple of years.
Really? That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of
Mm-hmm.
interesting.
Yes, sir. So I'm gonna make John Deere great again.
But I mean, you look at it too, like they take away income tax. We get like our full paycheck, like we supposed to get more money, dude.
I paid like 22,000.
But then you start buying American things, it starts creating a demand,
Yeah, which
and
creates more
then
jobs.
more jobs, and then I mean, I see the
But
plus side of it.
so circling back to the whole deportation thing and me believing that there's gonna be an amnesty or at least some sort of work permit situation. All these people that are getting deported that actually work in factories, because let's be honest, only like 2% of all immigrants work on farms in agriculture. A lot of them, especially the ones that came in through the Biden administration, they all went to major cities. Like none of them went to farm towns, right? So they work in manufacturing plants, they work in like fucking Burger King and shit like that. So all those jobs are going to open up. Americans are going to have a chance to get these jobs, but what's going to happen is no one's going to want to take those jobs because they don't pay enough. There's going to be a demand for more labor. and it's gonna allow a lot of these immigrants, which is what I was telling you about. I think Trump's gonna amnesty a lot of these people because he's gonna have to build a labor force.
Mm-hmm.
Americans are lazy. I hate to say it, but Americans, we're lazy.
Yeah,
A
and
lot, a lot
it's
of
getting
people
a
don't
lot
want to
worse
work
now
for
that
cents on the dollar.
yeah, and it's gotten a lot worse now that COVID kind of changed everything, and everything's now like you can work from home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's okay. They're just coming after your ass, so I ain't worried. Department of Governmental Efficiency, son.
Hey man, I'm needed. Okay, I'm essential.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself
I am essential.
that.
I am essential.
Just wait till they get the AI AOZ in the building.
Yeah, big stretches, big stretches.
No, no, dude, my
I
cat's in
can
heat.
see him. Oh
My
damn, that
cat's in
sucks.
heat. She scares the fuck out of me when she's in heat, dude. She is not nice. She scratched the fuck out my leg today.
She's like, give it to me, and you're like, no.
Yeah, dude, she was like rolling around at my feet, like fucking twerking, trying to get my attention, and I kept ignoring her. Like, I guess I kind of like gently shoved her to the side, and she got mad and fucking scratched the fuck out my leg, dude. I don't like cats anymore, dude.
I have a boy cat. I don't have that issue right now.
I was iffy about cats from the beginning, but after having her and she do that, she's scary when she's in heat, dude. She
Look,
fucked
man,
up, bro. She fucked up Russell bad. She scratched the fuck out of his face.
goddamn.
Yeah, no, she's in danger. I'll put her down. But no, that's not paying attention. Damn, dude, you got black pussy.
Mm-hmm.
Just
He's
sitting on your
special.
lap.
He's special.
Dude, I've
He
always wanted
really
a black
is.
cat.
He's special.
I'm not gonna lie, I've always wanted a black cat. They're fucking cool as shit.
No, this one's
And he's
special. He's like he can't walk right.
okay.
Like he's got like I think like probably like nerve issues or something
Hmm.
just from like birth defects or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when he runs, he can't walk like really in a straight line. He runs into walls a lot.
Shit.
He does a weird like
Does he have
when
like hip issues or what?
when his neck goes back like this. Look, you see how he doesn't come back up. He kind of goes.
Oh, he has weak neck muscles.
No, he's just weird.
That's trippy.
Yeah, he's got neck muscles. He's just weird.
Yeah. Interesting. For the
And then
people
he
that are
hops
just listening.
like a he hops like a deer when he
Goddamn.
runs. Like that's the only way he can run. He like hops like this.
Oh shit. Okay. Go on down. All right, let me go. I think. Oh shit! I forgot to hit record. God damn it.
No, you didn't.
You saw the fucking counter at the beginning.
I saw the counter. That's why I said no, you didn't, because I'm looking at it. It says
All
51
right.
minutes.
All right. Shall we do a clip of the week?
Yeah, it's gonna be clip of the week.
Alan provided us a clip of the week this week.
Which one are you doing first?
We'll do the long one
Okay.
because I haven't seen the full long one.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what she
clip of the
said.
week. God damn. Let's make sure we got the sounds turned on. Let's not fuck this up like last time. All right, you ready? You see a black screen?
I see a black screen.
All right, let's do this.
Did you did full screen right though, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Clip of the week brought to you by Mr. AOZ. Oh my god. Oh,
Oh no, it froze. What happened?
he ate shit. Is that a tube like to float in the
Yes.
river?
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh shit, what's going on?
Is it having to load because it's streaming it?
Yeah.
Go ahead and restart it. See if it.
Let's go. Hold on. Round two.
If not, we can always edit in.
This part.
Yeah.
Yeah. God. Dude, he almost scorpion. He almost kicked the back of his head.
Yeah.
Holy shit. So what is he doing wrong that he's eating shit? Oh my god.
Look at this. Look at this. Fuck this shit.
You know what would have been worse? If he would have fallen and like fallen on some dog shit or something, face first.
So apparently it was the day that it was actually still snowing.
The Houston snow day.
So it was windy. So when he's so light that when he would go down, the float would move. It would move in the wind. Now show that.
So did he ever land it or
No.
did he eat shit the whole time?
No, he ate shit the whole time. Yeah. And then the second clip I showed everybody at work. They were
It's funny.
laughing.
He went, "Whoom." Dude, he almost kicked himself though. That was impressive. Shit.
He was so mad.
Dude, I'm telling you, if he would have landed on some dog shit or like just some any animal shit, that would have made this even more
He
hilarious.
said, "Send it into America's Home Video."
Well, at least he had fun on this snow day. I was unfortunately sitting here in my office, looking out the window, watching everybody
I
play
bet
in the
that was
snow.
beautiful, though.
Oh, it was, but it kind of sucked because I wanted to go outside and play in the snow,
I
but I
took
had
a
to
lot
work.
of pictures of our like heavy machinery in the snow.
Uh-huh.
That's really good pictures.
Bro, I would have gone and played in the snow with the heavy machinery. You could have built
We
a,
did. They did snow angels. They made a snowman. They had a snowball fight.
bro, you could have built an ice wall
Could have.
like on Game of
Could
Thrones.
have. Our dirt mountains look like mountains, snow top
Nice.
mountains. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it was beautiful.
That's awesome. Yeah, dude. I can't believe we got snow finally, like actually stuck. I was
Yeah,
telling Nadia.
there was rumors that there was supposed to be an even bigger winter storm after like February 6th, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't think so. Oh,
Yeah,
who knows? Because February we do usually get a hard
yeah.
freeze.
On that one, they said that it was like predicted to be like 12 inches of snow if it happened.
Dude, that'd be dope.
Oh, dude, I'm hoping for it. I want to work those. I want to work those out.
Trying to get that overtime.
Working that night shift was fun.
Was
Although
it?
it was
I
night
just fuck
shift
around.
and it turned into like day crew can't come in. Night
Mm-hmm.
shift, since you're already there, you're just gonna stay until we can tell you can leave.
God damn.
Yeah, worked. I did the math wrong because I used the online calculator. For some reason, it kept
Mm-hmm.
saying 57 hours. It was 45
Mm-hmm.
hours of overtime.
That's still not bad.
Yeah.
45 hours of overtime. That's a whole week's worth of overtime,
Yeah,
buddy.
but it kind of got a little screwed because Martin Luther King Day was a holiday for us.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to mess with it a little bit. So you didn't get the
Okay.
full
And a half.
45. You didn't get the full 45. You got 8 hours straight. And then after that, it
Hell no,
was,
I'd be asking for double.
nah, I ain't complaining. For me, it's going to comp time.
Yeah, and plus you don't want to be flagged by Doge, dude, for collecting
Plus,
none of
yeah,
your
plus I
overtime.
don't, plus I was kind of hoping that, me because I volunteered. I was one of the first ones to
Okay.
put my name on the list.
Uh-huh.
And I'm kind of hoping that kind of opens a gateway for being called for more overtime and,
Yeah.
really establish myself as someone that's willing to come in and stuff,
Yeah.
make more money.
That'd be dope. That'd be really good. Like some extra cash.
Hmm.
Some extra cash money.
That's why I'm
Hell
trying to
yeah,
max
dude.
out my comp time. Because once you max out
God
your
damn.
comp time, you go into overtime. So you get paid for every hour that you work after that.
Nice. Hell yeah.
So you get basically like a double whammy.
Mm-hmm. So you get time off plus
Yes,
overtime?
yes.
Ooh.
And then on top of that, you still have your vacation, your sick,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's just vacation and sick. I don't think we have personal days.
Damn, really?
Yeah,
We get sick days. We get crisis days. Mental health days.
they took away emergency time, which is what this would have been. They changed it now, so now they just pay you outright for it. Because there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that they built up. Like for instance, during COVID,
Mm-hmm.
for every person that showed up, for every hour they worked, not only did they get paid normal, but they
Mm-hmm.
collected emergency hours.
Damn.
Like my supervisor worked throughout the whole COVID thing.
Mhm.
He got over 300 hours,
Damn, dude. I wish I worked with them.
and
I
they
was
they
forced to
cut it
work.
off. They cut it off of there because a
You
lot of
racked up
people
too
were
many hours.
holding it. Nobody was using it.
Yeah.
Everybody was holding it, and then some people were retiring, and they had to like pay them out or whatever.
Yeah. So did they have to write everyone a fat check or?
I think there's only like a max amount of like hours that they can write you a check for. The rest
Okay.
of it, you just spend it. Like
Okay.
for us,
Damn.
you get I think it's like 2 weeks. You can carry over 2 weeks of vacation. Once you reach like 5 years or something, it's like 4 weeks, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But then on sick time, you can build up as much as you want. There's no limit, and it rolls over every
Damn.
year. Yeah, there's
Nice.
people that have like over 200-300 hours of sick time because they never use their sick time.
Holy shit.
So then when they retire, they calculate the max amount that they'll get cut a check for, and then
Mm-hmm.
they take the rest of like their time off.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's really fucking
yeah,
good.
and their paperwork on their paperwork it says like their last day of when like their days run out is the day they actually retire. Yeah,
Crazy.
that is
That's
crazy.
those are some nice checks then.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Well, shit, buddy. I think this is a good time to get into our little ads that we have.
Mm.
It's time to
Tab
get
it
our
right on over.
tabulation on, and let's tab on right on open. Valentine's Day is coming up, guys. Valentine's Day is coming up. You want to get your tabs in. These chocolates are aphrodisiacs. They got horny goat weed. They got all sorts of fun ingredients in here to make not only your pee pee hard, but to increase your girl's libido. You're trying to get laid, trying to have a good time. You can you can break it, you can bite it, and then you bang. So go get you some tabs chocolates available using the link in the description as well as on the screen. I know, Alan, you can't see it right now, but it's on the screen. Post edit. But yeah, dude, these things are fucking awesome. They comes three in a box. Obviously, there's none in there right now. But what you do is you take your girl out for dinner, get dessert, pop some of these in. It's just one. You only need one. You break it in half. You take a half. Your girl takes a half. She gets all nice and riled up. You get all nice and riled up. Then you get home. 30 minutes later, bada bing, bada boom. A baby's made on Valentine's Day. So go get yourself some tabs. They got the exclusive, some chocolate strawberry. They got the dark chocolate, and they got a whole bunch of other stuff on there that you might like. So go hit our link on the description. I put that shit upside down. God damn it. Go get your tabulation on. Get laid tonight. Get laid on Valentine's Day. And while you're at it, go hit up our boys at Dr. Squatch. That way you smell good on date night, They got deodorant. They got fucking chapstick to make sure your lips are all nice and moist by the time you get your freak on. They got shampoo, they got soap. They'll have you smelling good, feeling right. That way, once that tabs kicks in, your girls are all about it. And if you just want to chill, take a nice slow night, go hit up the boys at Honeysuckle. They got the best THC and CBD products in the game. You can get yourself a seltzer. I love those seltzers. I especially love them. Like for Super Bowl that's coming around, they're designed so you can have multiple of them, so you don't get shit face high on the first one. But it's like you're drinking with the boys, but you got some weed in the can. Sip on that, feel a little elevated. If not, get yourself some gummies. Get your pre-roll. Relax, take a chill. And, after all that fucking you're going to do with the tabs and smelling good with Dr. Squatch, you might just want to have a little calm down, a little nightcap. So get yourself some honeysuckle. Go check them out at the Mood Room. They have great events going on. Every Thursday night, they got comedy from 8 to 10. They got salsa merengue every first Saturday of the month. They also got Friday nights where they got hip hop vinyls playing. Go check them out, the Mood Room. It's located in Houston by the coffee plant. I'll put the address in the description below. Sweet. What do you think, Alan? Those were terrible ads, weren't they?
I was sitting there still stuck on the tabs. You were like, "Get that special goat weed," and I was like, "What?
Yeah, it's got horny goat weed in there
Horny
to
goat
make your pee
weed?
pee hard.
What?" So you
It's
break it,
aphrodisiac, bro.
share it,
You
then you can
bang.
lick it and stick it.
Lick it, stick it, hop to it. However you
God,
like to do it.
yeah,
And spit it in her butt.
God, punch that chocolate starfish.
Exactly, dude. With your tongue. Lick the copper off of it.
God damn.
God damn. But yeah, dude. Alright. So obviously there's a lot of crazy shit that's been going on. We haven't recorded in a little while. This is our first recording. It's already the end of January, which is terrible.
Side note: it would have been sooner, but I had to work the freeze. So
Exactly. And the storm, Alan came up with a good excuse, and I couldn't fire him over it. Although I thought about
yeah,
it.
man, I chose the money, dog. I chose the money.
That's okay. I understand. We're not making money here yet, so I understand. You gotta get your paper. I am mad at you. But anyways, there's been a lot of shit going on, right? We got California that caught on fire, which I got a whole conspiracy about that, but I don't want to get into it on this one since it's already kind of late. We've been going for an hour, but there's a lot of conspiracy on the California fires. Just to let you know. But what else happened? We got snow in Tejas, Trumpito, MAGA area. We'll see what happens with that.
New Orleans had a blizzard.
New Orleans had a blizzard. which that's why that hasn't happened in ever.
Yeah, first ever. That was crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, the world's going crazy. People are going crazy. But there's one person specifically going crazy, and that's because there is a rapper from Detroit. Her name is Dink Demos. Dink Demos. And I thought Dink Demos, like a cassette, like, back in the day they used to record the demos on cassettes. But after seeing that bitch, I think she works in demolition. She looks like the wrecking ball that Miley Cyrus is on. Anyways, this chick's suing Lyft because she ordered a Lyft. The dude showed up in his 1999 Honda Accord. And he saw her, and he was just like, damn! Nah. He's like, you can't get in the car. And obviously she felt discriminated because she's like, how the fuck am I not going to be let in the car if I fit in the car? But if you see her, and you see the car she was trying to get into, you will 100% side with the guy that had the car. There was no way she was going to get in the car. And if she did, it was not going to be safe for anybody. Like, if they would have wrecked, everyone's dying. And most likely his suspension would have gone out. His car was clicking and clacketing anyway by the time he pulled up. So I 100% understand. But I wanted to show you, Alan, this lovely lady named Dink Demos. She's a rapper from Detroit. And I found one of her latest rap videos that was being recorded. She is in a car. And I figured, like, this would have been a great example of how to start and maybe where she should have gone in the car rather than trying to get in the passenger seat. All right. So let's get right into this. All right. This is Dink Demos. Can you see her?
My goodness.
Okay, so that is the lovely young lady, Dink Demos. I gotta say, dude, she should have hired a forklift. She should have called AAA because it looks like she's so flat tired. Look, she's in this. What is it? It's a Chevy Trailblazer, Dodge Durango.
Nah, that's a Trailblazer.
The back is squatted. That thing has a fucking hitch kit, so the back's reinforced. And if that car is squatting and she barely fits in that trunk, how the fuck does she expect to get into a fucking Honda Accord?
Yo, that whole car is moving.
Bro, I don't think even Old Dominion would have picked her up. Should have called AAA. And they would have got the rollback with the winch. Should have made it no time.
Man.
My God, dude.
Shouldn't have called Lyft. Should have called XPO Logistics.
Should have called fucking Old Dominion. Isn't Old Dominion the one?
Yeah, Old Dominion's one of them too. God damn.
I mean, let me pull up example A here. That way you can get a better idea.
You need a whole ass forklift operator to live that shit right there, buddy.
You need that old fucking forklift that we had at work.
Yeah, that
You know what I'm
case.
talking about?
Gotta get that old case.
The old case with the extended forks.
Lord.
I mean, let's look at this example a little bit, Alan. She can't
Is
even
that-
drive. She cannot legally drive.
Is that a Tahoe?
Bro, that's
That looks like a Tahoe.
might be a Tahoe. If not, it's a Trailblazer. But let's focus.
Trailblazer ain't that new, dude. If anything,
Look
it
at this
did.
fire hazard right here, dude. She turns the wheel, that whole vehicle's catching on fire. That's too much friction there.
Damn. Nah, dude. I think that's a Tahoe. If it ain't a Tahoe, it's an Equinox.
It's an Equinox. That's what it is.
That or it's a GMC Arcadia.
Here.
One of those.
I got you. This is her fitting in a Cadillac.
Lord.
Now, I want you to see this picture. And I want you to picture. You see how big that door is? That door frame?
That bitch got air ride suspension.
Bro, that bitch got air ride suspension installed in her.
When she
You see them airbags?
You named it Big Bitch in a Cadillac.
God damn it, Alex. I didn't think you were going to see that.
Oh yeah, that's real fucking subtle right there, man. That's real subtle. Big Bitch in a Cadillac.
I had to be able to find it on the fly, dude.
That's what you came up with? My God.
I had to be able to find it on the fly.
The fuck? Yo, we're getting canceled for that one. A big bitch.
Oh, if you didn't read it out loud, it wouldn't have been so freaking obvious, Alan.
What are you gonna do? Name the episode of Big Bitch in a Cadillac?
Exactly. My God. Imagine her trying to get in a fucking Honda Accord, bro.
Yeah, if you didn't read it out loud, nobody would have known. Bitches on the screen.
I'll make sure I blur that out. Oh my God.
Redacted.
Let's cut that out. Let's cut that out.
That one's gonna have to go behind the paywall.
That's gonna be a clip.
My God.
My God, fucking Alan, dude. You weren't supposed to read it out loud.
That's a weird looking spark note right there.
I mean, I was gonna call it someone called AAA, but
You're like, God damn it, Alan. That was supposed to be an Easter egg.
it was.
Oh, my face hurts. Jesus fucking Christ.
You know, if I was if I was a Lyft's lawyer, you know what I'd do just to win the case? I'd bring a Honda Accord in and have her try to get in front of the whole jury. imagine being the lawyer in court. You know, Exhibit A, big bitch in the Cadillac.
Man, goddamn.
Your Honor, Exhibit A.
Let the record show that a big bitch in a Cadillac is being submitted into evidence. Hopefully, make sure that you put it on Discovery.
I'm glad you didn't see the picture before. It was called Fire Hazard. God damn.
I'm surprised you didn't name it a big bitch can't steer.
It was called Fire Hazard. Her thighs probably caused a fire in California.
Imagine a Lyft driver has to show up with a fucking 18-wheeler.
Bro, you know the most fucked up part is she didn't order a Lyft XL. She should have known better. She's trying to cut dollars in the wrong spot.
Man, Jesus Christ, dude.
She needed to cut LBs, not fucking cents. Oh my God, dude. I didn't think you were going to read that. I really didn't think you were going to read it.
You're like, God damn it, Alan, the one time you fucking pay attention to what I'm showing you, that's what you caught your attention.
That's the one thing that caught your attention. How the fucking size of the door frame and the fact that she barely fits in
the other thing that was freaking me out was how that little bulldog almost got swallowed by that coochie.
Scary fupa. Call that bitch Jaws.
You know, I don't even want to know what she smells like.
Oh, nope. Oh, nope. I'm not even gonna get started.
You can't even tell me she can reach all them crevices. You can't tell me that she can.
I hope she got a bidet, bro.
And then she got long nails, dude. Oh, man. She wiping with the tip of her nail.
I hope she at least has a bidet, bro. Sweet Lord, baby Jesus.
What, the fucking fire truck's her bidet?
All that friction, dude, is bound to cause a fire. Dude, I'd hate to be around her on a hot summer day.
You know what's fucked up is I saw a clip of her. Like, I saw, like, where they were saying, like, lady suing Lyft. You know, whatever. You know, the news lady had her, like, doing, like, the walk beside towards the camera. And I was like, God damn. I saw it for, like, a split second. I was like, Lord have mercy.
Tell me she doesn't look like the deflated Michelin Man.
Fuck.
I'll tell you, AAA was her best option. She looked like a flat tire, bro. They could have pumped her up, rolled her up, brought the flatbed and a winch.
That's a 5-star Michelin right there.
That's that all-weather, the good thread.
God.
Dude, I thought of so many jokes today. I was like, I need to cut down the list.
Oh my God.
Man, I hope she gets a sponsorship from Old Dominion.
Okay, I didn't do it.
I really
don't cancel me. I didn't do it, okay? This is this idea, okay? Okay.
Oh my God, dude. I still can't believe you read that shit. Bean challenge, dude. The one time.
Something was provided to me and I read it, okay? I read the script. Apparently it was the wrong script.
Oh yeah, wipe your hands, fucking Mike Pence.
You know, I was on TikTok.
You sound like Bill Clinton right now. I did not have sexual relationships with that woman.
I did not have sexual relationships with that woman. The rumors are a lie. Now I need to go back and work for the American people. We're doing the American people's work right now, okay?
Right, dude. So the White House is allowing podcasters to come in. We need to apply though. We also need to be able to fly ourselves to DC.
I would be the one to sit there and be like, yes, the Weekly D is at the White House.
5 seconds later,
I wonder what is the oldest cum stain in this building.
I'd show up with the black light. Doing an exclusive here. I'm like, was that Lincoln?
If we could see his name next to it, Lincoln.
You ever wonder like what weird shit people collect from presidents? Because you know, like everything's collectible nowadays, right?
Pubes.
Especially when it's historic. Like, who had the gnarliest ones? I'm going Lincoln, bro. That dude had a beard like no other. Oh, dude, I bet you Washington's pubes are somewhere in there. They're called America's pubes.
His teeth are
Freedom
probably in
pubes.
there.
And they got the freedom pubes.
Because you remember he's got wooden dentures, I think. Yeah.
And horse teeth, weren't they? There were like all sorts of weird fucking teeth.
I don't know what they were. I just remember seeing that, like,
You saw that on
dental
fucking
health.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Dental health with, like,
You saw
dental
that
health
shit
was
on
really
Fairly
bad.
Odd Parents.
I don't remember. I just remember that dental health back then was so bad that they result to like pulling out all your teeth and giving you like
dude.
wooden dentures.
They used to do horse teeth as
I
well.
didn't know that.
That's wild, dude. Imagine a dude with horse teeth. Fucking dude. That's salesman's teeth before salesman's teeth. Bro, that's wild. God damn it, Bobby. Man.
I am part of the American people.
That's wild. No, we gotta try to get we gotta try to meet Trump eventually. I think that'd be dope. And dap him up.
Imagine George Washington walking in and he forgot to put in his dentures. He's just like, "Good morning, my fellow Americans."
Forgot to put his wig on. Where those shits fucking sitting sideways like this.
Oh, goddamn.
Imagine George Washington having to do the Bill Clinton speech. Isn't it wild though that there's conspiracies that like some presidents were married to men, like Michelle Obama was Big Mike. You never heard of the conspiracy?
No.
That Michelle Obama's a man, and that her real name's Big Mike, and it was like Obama's best friend from like college. It was a dude that went missing or something, fell off the face of the earth. The pictures they showed, they do look pretty similar. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they push the trans agenda so hard.
Did I send you the clip of like President Carter's funeral where they showed Bill Clinton and he's like, "Oh, shit."
Nah.
Looks at the camera and goes, "He shit." I gotta find it for you. It's fucking hilarious.
Did you see the video of George Bush at the inauguration? That dude looked like he was tripping balls. He looked at the camera and he was like, and he just busted out laughing.
You forgot.
I think he was tripping balls, dude. It's pretty wild. Oh shit, amigo. We've done gone quite a lot longer than I was expecting, to be honest. I think it's a good time to end it. But before we go, we are bringing back the confessional segment, just so y'all know. But we have rebranded it to a new segment called Spill the D, where we encourage y'all to send us the chisme of the week. You know, come in, spill the tea. You can either send us your stories through email at theweeklydpod at gmail.com, or you can send it to us through Instagram, Twitter, anything at the Weekly D Pod. Send us your stories, send us your confessions, send us your bad day. Just send us your stories, send us the chisme. You know, let us know who's cheating on who. Come on, bring it down. Come join us, spill the D. That's going to be read weekly. It'll be user submissions, listener submissions. Again, you can send them through email to theweeklydpod at gmail.com, or you can send them to Instagram or Facebook or Twitter at theweeklydpod.com. Yeah, Spill the D's coming back. That's going to be fun. Also, if you like what you heard this week and you think we're pretty smart, or you think we're complete idiots, or you just hate us because we're all for MAGA, let us know in the comments. Let us know in the reviews. Give us a 5-star review if you like what you heard. If you didn't like what you hear, give us a 1-star review. Let us know why we suck. Oh, I promise, Alan doesn't take great feedback, but I'll listen to it.
The fuck?
Also, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, give us a review. Thank you guys for listening. My name is Danny G. That's Mr. ALZ. This has been the Weekly D Pod. And remember, if you can't get it daily, Alan, that's
Get
your
it
part.
weekly. I knew that was my part. I just wanted to give you anxiety there for a second.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.